I didn't believe that I was going to survive that day, as much as I was hanging on to life and hoping just for something miraculous to happen, which did. My name is Bergstrom. I'm a survivor, sea survivor, and I ended up going for an unplanned swim off Knysna. Decided to go fishing one morning. I decided to go on my own, which was probably mistake number one. The swell was running though. Put the lines out, threw an anchor out, and proceeded to fish. And it really wasn't that long after that where suddenly the wind came up. I phoned my wife, so I actually made a telephone call, which at the end of the day saved my life. Turned the boat on, clipped it into gear, turned around, started running with a swell, and I got no readings of my navigation unit. So as I was going, I turned around, pushed transducers down, and that's when it all happened. Obviously hit something, fell through the motors of the boat, and boat carried on going, and I was in the water. No kill switch.
When I answered the phone and Belinda said, look, I hope I'm not, this might be a false alarm, but you know, my husband phoned me, he said he'd be back. He's normally very punctual.
No kill switch or anybody else just to turn the motors off and help me. And when you look back on it, it was actually the most simple, stupid mistake. Having a kill switch, I would have fallen in the water, climbed back on the boat, it would have been no hassle, and I would have not thought anything of it.
I mean, I put the phone down and I pushed the button and I got the guys to launch and get the boats out and ready, and then I rushed up to join Belinda on the top of the heads.
It would have been a joke. It would have been a laugh and nothing of it. But the difference was now I could hardly see land. The boat was gone.
I just made the call on the radio and I said to my guys out there, I said, guys, listen, we're not looking for a boat, we're looking for a person in the water.
And it was blowing buster. It was crazy, crazy white everywhere around me.
And eventually I got my small boat to launch, the little 4.2 meter with a single engine. And I put Thomas, who was one of my better coxswains on that boat, and Andrew, one of the better crewmen at that stage. And I asked them to go and search in certain places where I knew we hadn't covered it.
I thought my only hope now is I got to start swimming, and that's what I did.
I don't think Wayne knows this, but Andrew and Thomas share the story of I sent them on into a certain place, and I asked them to keep radio contact with me. I wanted every minute, I wanted them to call me because of the roughness of the sea. And they called me and called me and called me, and we answered every time. And then actually what happened is they got into the shadow of the one head and they couldn't get radio comms with me.
I'd get tired, so I'd swim breaststroke for 10 minutes and then I'd turn around and sort of do a funny backstroke kind of stroke to make myself, to relieve the breaststroke muscles. And the minute I'd do that, because the wind was blowing and the swell was blowing onto me, I started drinking water.
So Thomas turned around to Andrew and said, look, I'm just going to run out to sea about a nautical mile and just to get comms with Graham to tell him we are right. And they were sort of running out. And that's when Andrew first spotted Wayne.
And then out of nowhere, this little red boat, and it just happened to be the back swell lines running through the back of Buffalo Bay. They'd become quite a distinct swell lines, and I just happened to be in the same swell line as this boat running up the swell line.
Immediately Andrew got on the radio, before they'd actually got alongside Wayne, and they said, we've got him, we found him in the water. So I mean, the feeling was like, I get very emotional and tearful, but that feeling of, you know, my first reaction was just make sure that's Wayne. And
one guy was standing up and they came flying up towards me, and of course that was it. It was they found me.
But I said to her, we found him. And her first question, is he alive? And I said, of course he's alive. And she just crumpled into this whole heap of tears, and
obviously when they came flying up towards me, they asked me what my name was. It was Bergstrom. I said, I'll be anyone you want me to be right now, I'm not too worried about that.